Yume. If I said that right, it is a kanji for dream, which is also the currency in the game. It can be used for many things, such as vending machines, buy masks, and interacting with special NPCs. The problem is, I barely have any. So I'm going to be exploring various ways of making money in Yume 2kki. So I won't be going through every method, just ones that I find useful or interesting. For example, if you interact with the left side of the air conditioner in the balcony, you get 100 Yume. Now according to the wiki, you can only do this once every 100 dreams, so not something you can farm. Now let's take a look at the piggy bank in Yorisuke's dream room. Breaking it will give you money equal to the percentage of all available maps you have visited. It can be handy in keeping track of your progress, but I'm not too sure how it is affected by new maps being added. For me, it seems I visited 26% of all maps. You can break it once per dream. I'm here at Shop Ruins to show you one of the most common ways to get money in Yume 2kki, and that is chainsawing NPCs. For most NPCs, they have the same chance of dropping the money, and they usually drop 100 Yume. However, there are various other NPCs that have different chance and different amount that it drops. Okay, I'm going to show some examples now. So I'm here in Pudding War, and the NPCs here drop 200 Yume rather than the 100 Yume when they drop money. Alright, I'm here in Yursuki's dream apartment, and this NPC here always drop 50 Yume, so this is guaranteed. Hey there, so this is Virtual City, and the NPCs here drop 1000 Yume. At least the NPCs that I chainsaw. Hey there, I'm here at Graveyard War, and there's a special NPC here that when you take out the chainsaw effect, it goes crazy. However, if you're able to chainsaw it, you get a 1/3 chance of getting 5000 Yume. Now, let's look at other methods of making money that don't involve chainsawing NPCs. I'm here at Sugar Road, making my way to the Deluxe mask shop. And if you don't see these signs, then you might need to visit the normal mask shop in Monochrome Street first to unlock this area. Once we're in this area, we make our way to the right till we find dressing rooms. And if you interact with the left wall of the dressing room, you will receive a various amount of money depending on how much Yume you currently have. If you have less than 3000, you'll get 5000 Yume. And if you have more than 3000, you'll get 500 Yume. And the mask costs 500 Yume here in this deluxe mask shop. So essentially you'll get masks for free. Also, you could do this again by going out of the area and coming back in and interacting with the wall again. Here I am in Shape War, and this area has a place where you can draw the image of a house, which would then spawn the house, allowing you to go inside of it. When going inside the house, there's a 1/6 chance, roughly, that a gnome will spawn. Interacting with it with the child effect will give you 1000 Yume. You can go in and out the house to get the gnome to respawn as well. So this might be a place you want to use to farm money. So since I'm talking about making money, I felt I have to talk about Chromatic Limbo. It used to be a very popular way of making money. Once you finish this maze-like puzzle area and reach the end, and you chainsaw a certain barricade, you used to get 10,000 Yume, and then you were able to reset the barricade using the bat effect, so you could just keep in 10,000 every time very quickly. Granted, of course, you had to solve the maze the first time. However, a bunch of things changed with this map. The maze is now a lot shorter, and the barricade only gives 1000 Yume now. So I wouldn't recommend using this area to farm money. So up here at Shogi Boards, this is quite possibly the easiest place to make money. It's a little bit complicated to get to this area, but once you're here, all you need to do is interact with this pawn piece and it will transform, and you can just keep interacting with it and you get a 1 in 20 chance of getting money equal to the amount of effects you have times 100 and then plus 100 according to the wiki. However, as you can see in the menu, I have 36 effects, which includes the instructions, which means I should be getting 3700 Yume, but I only got 3600. So the calculation in the wiki might be just excluding the instructions. Also, while you're in this area, make sure you interact with the king piece to unlock a shortcut to this area, so that it'll be easier to come back when you need to. If you want a more active way of making money, you come to Nonogram Sands and then interact with Grab here, which will then generate Nonogram puzzles for you to solve and earn money. Now, I'm not expert in these type of puzzles, so I can't give you information on how to solve it. I'll suggest just looking it up on the internet to see the rules and tips and tricks on how to solve it. As for the amount of money you'll make, reading the wiki is a bit complicated on what you'll be making, but it seems you make a good amount of money. It says an average about 4 to 6,000 Yume per puzzle. If you have a lot of time and you are a little bit crazy, you can try to get a payout from the Black Lotus. The Black Lotus, I believe, is quite infamous in Yume 2kki. This is because of how low of a percentage it is to actually get a payout. So it's a 1 in 2048 chance of getting 511,000 Yume. And the chance of the payout is determined whenever you enter the area and then interact with the Black Lotus. So if you don't get a payout, you have to leave the area and come back in for it to regenerate the chance of getting the payout. Honestly, it's probably better to just use the Shogi Board or the Nonogram Sands if you want to get money. But this is a pretty cool event if you're able to get it because of how low the odds are. So overall, I think this took me 10 plus hours to actually get this event to happen. So again, that's something that's very practical. Of course, there are other events that are even more impractical, so I won't even go over them. Since I already have 500,000, I might as well reach the max cap of Yume you can have in the game, which is 999,999. And I'm gonna be reaching it using the Shogi Board method, which took about an hour and a half to get another 500,000. So definitely a lot faster than the Black Lotus. Now that I have the max cap of Yume, let's go to the Dream Bank and deposit it to see what happens. It's pretty close to the Nexus. Now let me show you what it looked like before I put the money in. So this is when I have just 500 Yume in the Dream Bank. And I just have this one area unlocked. Let's deposit the rest of my money into the Dream Bank. And then let's see if anything changes. Okay, so there's this new door here in the first level, but I'm not able to go inside of it, so I'm not sure what it's for. Go up here and see if anything changes in this area. Doesn't look like it. So keep going up. Looks like we're able to access more of the area. And this door seems to take me to an arcade or a casino area. Try to interact with stuff, but nothing really seems to be interactable. So let's go to the next area. Okay, so these guys seems to be taking me somewhere. Take me to this underground garage where the vending machine is at. Like I have zero Yume for some reason. Interacting with the guard seems to give me 100 Yume that I guess I could use for the vending machine. I think this is just for sightseeing. It doesn't really do anything. So let's keep going. And in its final level here, it seems like there's a barricade. Hopefully it'll be updated. Now I know what you're thinking. If I put all my money into the dream bank, doesn't that mean I'm back to where I started with no Yume? And to that, I say,